The last time I went to Meow Wolf.
I've actually been here once when I was a baby.
My favorite room at Meow Wolf was the laser room because I like lasers. The room with like the neon trees.
Mountains of candy.
The eyeball place. The cave.
It definitely has like Alice in Wonderland vibes.
It's a really cool place for families to come.
There's a lot of added rooms that I had never seen before.
So it's always fun to come back and experience it again, discover something else.
It makes me feel like Peter Pan.
It reminds me of a carnival.
They all have their own different take on it, which is really fun to hear.
I like the hamsters.
It could keep you busy for a long time because there's lots of stuff to explore.
There's no other place like Meow Wolf that we've ever gone to.
It makes sense now, right? It's still really fun to try to attempt and explain it, even though I've been there now for 6 years. What I like to say is that we're an arts and entertainment company that creates large-scale, immersive, and psychedelic art wonderlands, all with an underlying story. And they're designed to spark curiosity and promote your own agency. There are no maps. We do not give out maps. And you will discover as much as you seek. You know, as was mentioned, we have permanent exhibitions in Santa Fe, Denver, Las Vegas, Dallas, and we just opened our Houston exhibition on Halloween, so just a couple of weeks ago. This is a photo inside the forest of Santa Fe's House of Eternal Return. We have over 150 artists and fabricators in Santa Fe who are our full-time staff that are making art all day long, and most of them live here in New Mexico. And we collaborate with dozens of artists at each location that we go to so we can ensure that that city has that flavor and that history and relics and all sorts of hidden inside jokes at every location. You know, we are a bit hard to explain, but we like it that way. I'm in comms and marketing, so obviously I love it when the press tries to explain us. Some of my favorites here are when Fast Company called us the punk rock island of misfit toys. Or Men's Health magazine said that our vibe is like MC Escher meets Disney World meets early Outcast album covers. We started as a group of friends who really just wanted to make art together back in 2008. This is a photo of some of our earliest members sitting around discussing an upcoming cardboard diorama that they were making for an upcoming show. But they didn't fit into the Santa Fe gallery scene, so the founders chipped in for this DIY warehouse space where they could make their own immersive magical world, one filled with spray paint and glitter and extension cords and punk shows and trash. And the door was always open. You could come out or come in, and you could come to the group and participate in anything you wanted. And over the years, the projects got more and more refined. They got more ambitious, they got more elaborate. And in 2014, they raised the funds to create the House of Eternal Return in Santa Fe, which opened in 2016. This is the house, this is the front of the house. It's a 20,000 square foot exhibition in an old bowling alley. So you might see some bowling alley relics in there. And all of our locations do something called the accessible unknown, which is we start in an accessible location, like a house or a grocery store or a transit station or a radio station, actually, even in Houston. And once you get a little bit comfortable and familiar with your surroundings, you start feeling okay to open doors, open maybe refrigerators, open maybe dryers, and start crawling through these portals into other worlds, into the unknown. And after this one opened, to everyone's surprise and delight, it launched Meow Wolf to the world, and it transitioned from that group of friends into an actual company. And they started finding more ways to make more Meow Wolves. So the House of Eternal Return now has been open for 8 years, and it has gone through a lot of changes. We've actually upgraded a few dozen rooms. This is New Mexican artist Virgil Ortiz's room, which was added more recently. And in 2025, we have even more rooms planned. We have more programming. We have more F&B offerings. We have more characters who are making appearances both inside our worlds as well as outside. And there is always something new to see. We even have a new app that allows for you to interact with the exhibitions, where you could collect and unlock information about all the installations you're seeing. And it's helping us build a deep relationship with our fans and is the beginning of this membership program, which I'll talk to you about in a little bit. Most of our visitors hail from about 5 states: Texas, Colorado, Arizona, California, and Oklahoma. We welcome about, well, I'll just say hundreds of thousands of guests every year, and about 70% come from our state. About 2/3 of our advertising spend is on that digital advertising, and we're focusing in on those drive markets. We've identified that most of these folks fall into 3 categories. We've got families that are middle to upper class, often with multi-generations coming with them. We have the young singles, which I'm glad that young is 18 to 40, because I'm older than that. And older adults, which are about 40% of our visitation. Most folks stay about 90 to 120 minutes before they've kind of reached maximum capacity. So it is perfect for a day trip because you can come for a couple hours, although we do have about 15% of our visitors that really get lost in the storyline and want to, play with finding those clues. Some people stay 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. I am in awe of them because I need a break after about 2 hours. But there's just so much to see. You can go. We have a wonderful cafe where you can have snacks and drinks and coffees and go back into the experience, especially if you have kids. It's a great way to have a break. And you may have noticed that there's a new abundance of billboards and home advertising in Albuquerque hotspots. In addition to our anchor boards on I-25, we've been focused on adding a lot more impressions in some of the busiest hotspots here in Albuquerque. And we're also digitally targeting folks with geo-fenced ads and lookalike audiences. The cool thing about Meow Wolf for me, too, is that we're very, very committed to making a positive impact in our communities. As mentioned, we're a B Corp. We became a B Corp in 2017, and we just submitted our recertification for next year. And we also have a Meow Wolf Foundation, which was established last year, which is a 501(c)(3) private charitable organization. We sometimes say that we're a social impact art project that fuels a business, and a business that fuels a social impact art project. This year, our corporate headquarters here in Santa Fe, as well as our Santa Fe exhibition, donated $76,000 to New Mexico-based nonprofits. We also donated over 2,000 free admission tickets, and we're really, really focused on having our employees get back to our communities. So we have hundreds of volunteer hours logged. We make lots of events happen. We have art making events. We do talks. We do cleaning the parks. We do food depot runs. We donate equipment and materials. And we're trying to baseline our carbon footprint to ensure that we're doing a little bit more of a sustainable material and process organization. And something also exciting is as we opened our community space, Rainbow recently. This is a multi-purpose, flexible, open studio space where community programming occurs. We have local events. We have kids' arts activities. You can go in there with your kids while you're at Meow Wolf and make art. We have free events like Make a Believe time. And we also offer usage of the Rainbow Window at a low or no cost to local organizations. We also launched something really exciting this year called Meow Wolf Education. This is a STEAM-based learning program that has free guides that align with state education standards, and they're grade appropriate. Anyone from grade 3 to 12 can participate and download these free online. We also offer discounted tickets to public schools, and we're contributing $5,000 to Partners in Education to help cover bus transportation because we have over 10,000 young humans who come see us for field trips every year. As I mentioned, we also have a foundation, the Meow Wolf Foundation, which was established last year. It's dedicated to the transformative power of art. And as you might know, arts and culture funding receives across the U.S. about 5% or less than 5% of philanthropic dollars. So we're trying to make a positive impact in these communities and increase up access to art and creativity. So in 2023 and 2024, we have had a bunch of grantees who received a total of $600,000, and we're supporting 63 organizations that share this foundational commitment. And last year, we announced a lifetime sponsorship of New Mexico United. And to us, this partnership's a no-brainer, right? Two homegrown New Mexican organizations that focus on art, creativity, community. We get to have and design that jersey that has the Meow Wolf logo on it, which we are so proud to see. And we produce a Meow Wolf night every year at a New Mexico United game. If you've never been, it is a trip. People come out in costumes and rally, and it's just so much fun. We are so stoked about the amazing season New Mexico United have this year, and we're already looking forward to next season. We also have really increased our private events and party offerings. We offer field trips, as I mentioned, but we also do weddings, we do corporate team events, we do narrative tours, art tours for groups of 4 to 10, and our Rainbow is actually also an event space that holds up to 80 people. In fact, you can rent the entire House of Eternal Return for like a one-of-a-kind, super immersive, crazy event space opportunity, and you could talk to Amy Eros here, who is here, and she can give you more information at any point, or you can reach out to us by email. And we have another great thing called the discounted ticket bundles, which we are offering a pricing discount of about 29% per ticket based on the tier 1 adult pricing. So, lodging, hotel, and travel partners can purchase these big ticket blocks, and these are specifically printed just for you, which gives you a unique code that allows for your guests to book their ticket online, so you can give those away as freebies or even resell them. And we now have an annual portal pass, which basically gives you infinity visits per year. It includes unlimited general admission for pass holders. We have an adultiverse night very often, which is 21 plus, so if you want to get your drink on in the exhibition without the kids, come on and visit us. And we offer 10% on our general admission tickets, our merch in our gift shop, and our free beverage. And yesterday, we just launched the Portal Pass Supremium, which is all access infinity visits to all of our exhibitions for 1 year. So if you're feeling like you want to be on the move, we got ya. So yeah, hotels and hospitality businesses are so important to our ability to hire local New Mexicans and contribute to the local economy. Please keep sending your guests our way, and we also want to send you our way. You'll notice that you have a free admission ticket on your seat. Please come see us. We can't wait to see you. And that's all I've got. So thanks for having me, and I'm available for any questions you might have.
Do you have people showing up in costumes or getting a little crazy sometimes?
All the time. Yes, we do. Every color of hair, every color of outfit. Kids love dressing up, particularly as some of our characters. And sometimes some of our characters just hang out in lines, so we can't really tell who's a guest and who's not.
We just had a newscaster come for our Cosmic Howl, which was Halloween, and he wore our onesie the whole night. You see, he went through the house. I can't remember.
There's a Meow Wolf onesie?
Oh, yeah. Many onesies. For many different ages. We had our first all-nighter on Halloween, and there is an amazing, is it KQRE you did that? Or KOT Day. They did a phenomenal job, but they stay here all night too. So there's a recap online.
As somebody who holds an annual pass, I just want to say thank you for all that you guys do.
Oh, thank you for being a pass holder. That's awesome.
What's your attendance averaging now? And I guess...
While we don't give out attendance figures, I can say it's a few 100,000. How about that? Oh. Pretty accurate.
Where did the name come from? Yeah.
Ooh, it's a good story. So back when those original founders were renting that dirty warehouse space, they put a bunch of names in a hat, or a bunch of words, I guess, and I pulled out two, and it was Meow Wolf. And the story goes, they were not convinced that was going to be the name. Belt stuff. Yes.
How are the other locations doing in Las Vegas?
Yeah, all of our locations are doing well. I would say Houston is and Grapevine, which is the Dallas-Fort Worth area, are still gaining awareness. So they're like kind of a little bit less traction. But Las Vegas, I think that market turns over every 72 hours. So we really have quite a lot of new visitation there. And then Denver is like better on the annual pass because it's a more local market. But, I think like all of us, we're still trying to kind of track these new post-pandemic trends. I think this year we were a little bit lower than we expected, but still have a lot of visitors coming to the door.
And is the theme very different from location to location, or are they similar to Saturday?
Yeah, every single location has a fully different group of artists who's made that, for one. They all start in a different location, except for Grapevine starts in a house as well, but it's a different house with a different family. Denver starts in a transit station, Las Vegas starts in a grocery store, and Houston starts in a radio station. And so all of them have different characters, different story, different art, and different ways to get lost.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you still host concerts at the Santa Fe location, but you do at your others as well?
Yes. So all of our locations except for Vegas have a venue, and we still book very small, intimate concerts. Most of our venues only hold about 400 folks. So we still get a lot of big names. If you want to see one of your favorite bands that's coming through in a very small environment, grab your tickets because they go fast. Yes.
Is the mystery actually solvable?
Is the mystery actually solvable? Yes. However, it is a non-linear storyline, which means it's kind of choose your own adventure. So it is solvable, but there might be a different outcome between you and the folks that you come with, depending on what you seek. Yeah.
Are there any periods of time where it's peak for you? Like, for example, we did Balloon Fiesta, St. Fruits up there. Is that over?
We love Balloon Fiesta, and we are ready for it. So please send us everyone. Yeah, so spring break is really, really big, and it's about a month long because of all the different timelines of Dallas and Texas and Colorado and Santa Fe are on. Summer's obviously very big, and after Memorial Day and all the way through to September. October is big, and we love Halloween. We go super big for the month of October. So we start with Balloon Fiesta, and then we do something called the Cosmic Howl that has a lot of cool events throughout the month, and then the holidays.